I'm in the process of consolidating my keepsakes. So I'm using this giant Tupperware bin, and I'm gonna keep this little box that I've had since I was really little. Let's see if I can open it. And it has, I think this box contains everything that reminds me of Aaron. So anything he's ever given me or that relates to him, I'm gonna keep in this box. And then I have this little Peanuts lunch box that has a bunch of little keepsake things my niece and nephew have given to me. Little shirt there from preschool. I don't know why they gave us a shirt that has our picture on it from preschool. So this looks like, this was me back in preschool age at Elmhurst. So I kept this little shirt. And then in this box, I know I have some family home videos that my mom had transferred of our little our little family videos from 1981 to 1986. I'm gonna go ahead and save that. And this box will kind of be where I keep everything that I wouldn't want to lose, maybe in a fire, of my most sacred memories. And I find that categorizing my items is helping me to feel more of a sense of order. So I just found a couple more cards that Aaron has given to me. And I'm gonna add them into the Aaron box. So they're a really sweet card he gave me. Throw that in there as well. And then this looks like a card where somebody sent something to Aaron. Maybe he ordered something and it says, "Thanks, Aaron." But I'm gonna keep that as well because I really like anything. I like to keep anything that either has Aaron's handwriting or any reference to him. I know that sounds silly, but I'm gonna throw that in the box. And then I have this really cute little birthday card that my niece gave me. She calls me Auntie. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in this little Peanuts lunchbox because I have saved some really cute things that she's given me. A bunch of little cards she's given me over the years. And other little cards and knickknacks. Things from my mom, things I've kept since I was a child. So I'm gonna throw those in there. And I think limiting what I keep for keepsakes and memorabilia into this plastic bin will help me to prevent over saving things. And so I have this other box that I've saved other things that are important to me. I've got photos in there, and looks like I've saved some cards, some little pictures of my niece and nephew. I think I saved a little piece of a Christmas card that my mom sent me. And then I have saved this for a really long time, something I made in a workshop that represents my values of health, healing, harmony, happiness, and hope. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this box. It also has, I think, some printed albums that I made with photos of my niece and nephew. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in here. And then of course I have my scrapbook that I made, that I've been making over the years. This has a lot of things from my different ages. A lot of random things. It looks like high school. It's funny. When I went to Berkeley, when I went abroad to Italy, and it looks like it's kind of mixed. I just put in a bunch of different pages. In my 20s, went to a bunch of concerts. It looks like I saved a bunch of memorabilia from my time living abroad in Italy for a couple years. So I'm just going to take that scrapbook and throw it right in there. And now we're going to see what else can fit in the box. So to took a couple boxes out of the storage shed this morning, and they had some things that are more like special keepsakes. So I'm gonna throw in this little childhood book, Bedtime for Francis. I'm gonna throw in this little book, You Are What You Eat. Really cute gift from my mom. And this other cute little keepsake book from my mom called In My Tree. And then I have this little journal. I think it's from college from my friend Shauna. I'm gonna throw that in there. Another notebook. I think this is also from college because it had a lot of my notes from architecture school and drawings. I mean, it doesn't look like anything's particularly attractive in there, but it does remind me of going to architecture school. So I'm gonna keep that. And then I have this little journal from, I believe, high school and college, where I think it was from high school, where I used to write letters back and forth to my high school boyfriend. And we started out really good friends, so I think we started out writing just letters back and forth as friends for fun. And I'm gonna throw in A Charlie Brown Christmas, which I love. It's a really pretty book that my mom got me, so I'm gonna throw that in there. And then lastly, I think it's actually gonna fit. This is the only relic I have from my time going to UC Berkeley. Somehow I managed to keep this binder all these years. So I think I'm gonna throw that on the top there. And looks like it all fits perfectly. And I'm gonna just seal up the box, and then it's ready. And maybe I'll eventually go through it again with a finer tooth comb to see what I can purge out of it. But for now, just knowing that all of these keepsakes are clustered into one container will be good for this phase of my decluttering and sorting process. And I'm just gonna go ahead and throw the lid onto the box. Hopefully it still can snap closed with all that stuff in there. Hopefully it won't be too heavy as well. But it looks like it's still able to snap shut, which is a good thing. So theoretically, if there was a fire, I would be able to just grab this box and throw it into my car without losing all of my precious items. Now, obviously, if there's a fire, I probably won't really be thinking about that, but at least it's kind of in a nice, waterproof, dustproof container. So I can keep everything intact. And I really like that. Feels good to have it all contained in one box.